don't know about you, but I feel like there's a definite energy shift happening around me. I guess big for the collective when I say things like that. Something's happening. See, I come out here and I like to sit next to this tree. This is a perfect spot to sit. And I'll give you a perfect grounding technique. What I'll do is I'll sit my back up against this and see, this is like the perfect spot right here, because you see the roots kind of go like this, and so I just put my bum right there like this and sit back, and then I sit back like this, and I have the tree root right at my root chakra. Connect my root to the tree roots. See, sometimes you should do that. Just come outside, do that. It's super great because, like, it's like, imagine your chakra catching up all the nutrients or whatever from the roots of the tree and going up your spine through your crown chakra. See, I was sitting over yesterday meditating for a very long time, and it was beautiful. This is my comfortable tree. Of course, I have another one over there that I sit at if I need a little more tough love. You see, that one's a little harder and more uncomfortable to sit at. But I'll have the roots go up. I had this weird pain in my sciatic, like on the right side. Maybe I just slept on it wrong. I don't know. But it was hurting all the way up my spine. So I sat there, and it was weird. There was like the pressure points that hit just the right spots, and I was just like, oh. If you find yourself time, definitely go out and sit by a tree. But anyways, this energy shift, I can't explain it, and I can't find the words, and I went through it in my head last night, and I was like, don't overthink it, because once you get out there, you're going to lose words. And of course, like the most time I do, I don't know, I'm whispering. It's like, I feel everyone's listening. The trees are listening. But whenever I'm out here, I'll just sit here and talk. I'll talk about random things, and sometimes there's this bee that just likes to buzz right here, and I'll be like, oh, must be overthinking again, because every time I start overthinking, the bee comes, like a little bee in the air. It's like, okay, you're right. So then it will just fly away. I'm like, what? So then these birds are chirping all over the place, and it was about 4:30, maybe 5:15. The sun was about here, east-ish, going down between the trees over there, like that. Super beautiful. And there was a flock of birds, like, I'm talking like 6 or 7, like 15, maybe 10, whatever. They were all over the place. There's a bird's nest right there. So fantastic. But there's something happening in the world right now, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not even going to try to explain to the ones that don't understand, because they don't even listen to me anymore. You see, you guys are my people. You guys understand what I'm talking about. There's an energy shift. Something is happening. Seeing synchronicity of numbers all over the place. And I have this new sense of peace. I don't have to worry. I feel like I'm not worried about anything. I used to be worried. Like, you would not believe the amount of time I've wasted stressing over things that just had nothing to do with me. Is that a good angle? Yeah. Stressing over things that had nothing to do with me. It was just like I would think about things, like visualize worst case scenarios and what I would do in these worst case scenarios. And yeah, that's good to do, but not all the time. Have yourself in a good state of mind where you can actually change, these automatic thoughts you have are literally automatic thoughts, but that doesn't mean they're truth. Like the video I wrote the other day, or the drawing I was doing. There's a lot of things that happen, perhaps out of your control. You see, a lot of things happen that is out of our control. This world is huge. This whole world is revolved around. It's just ruled by the 7 deadly sins, and it's ridiculous. There's so much greed and filth, and so much stinginess and selfishness and greed, and just like I want more. Like, come on, change your perspective. You see, I was irritated at first because God was like, I'm getting this abundance, but where is it? But it's like, change your perspective. What does that mean? What does abundance mean to you? It's just an abundance of something, a lot of one thing or the other. It doesn't always have to be money. That's a narrow mindset. If you just keep your sights set, if you keep your sights set on like one perspective of once you want, that gets you tunnel vision, and then you're inside a box, and then you're just like, you're unable to hear anything else that's happening, because it's like, if you keep yourself within the lanes of life, and then a great opportunity comes, but you don't see it because you're like, oh, it's not within my lane of life, and you gotta stay focused and have this set career path, and that's fine. Definitely do that if you want. A lot of people, actually, everyone like lives like that. I'm doing something completely out of the norm, and it scares me to death, but that's why I'm doing it. And it's weird because a lot of things that used to scare me to death, I just avoid. Like, oh, I don't want to look at it, I don't want to see it. But come on, seriously, turn over a new leaf. Here's a new leaf, turn it over. Life's different than it used to be, and I cannot be the only one that sees this. Yeah. No, I know I'm not. I'm not the only one. I've been experiencing these changes for a while, and it's been a long time coming, let me tell you. It's just been a slow process, and I'm just like, worried too much about what people think. And I know there's a lot of you that like, I don't care what people think, but you really deep down, you really do, because you wouldn't be doing the things you're doing. You wouldn't be curating your life to how someone else wants you to live. Like, you care too much about what your friends think, and it's just like, oh, I don't care what you think, but maybe I shouldn't do that. Come on. If you really didn't care what people thought, you'd be doing things that they would make fun of you for, and you wouldn't change your behavior if they made fun of you. Just do your life. So this tree has given me a lot of wisdom. I sit under it and just meditate like Buddha, and I'm just like, things just popping into my head. And sometimes I'll get up in the morning and just come out here and before anything else, before I try to taint my brain and without external sources, I'll just come out here and just sit before I even put my glasses on, because half the stuff is just popping in my head. I don't have to see much. I'm a little clairaudient, so I hear and I'll hear whatever, and it comes in spurts. So if you want to become more grounded, go outside. Grounded, what do I mean by that? All these words that people put attachments to, the English language is just like, oh, this means that and that means that. Like, no, it doesn't always mean that way. You know how there's different languages in the world? There's things that mean something completely different. You know, the Spanish language is completely opposite to ours. Like, the words are written out, the sentences are backwards, and you think this word goes on this side, but it doesn't. Not everything is what you think it is. So if you want to continue living in the matrix, shall I say, living your life the way you are, curated to however other people think you should live it, that's fine. You go ahead and you do you. You do you, boo-boo. That's great. You'll blindly walk through life, and you won't even care. We shouldn't care what you think, because you wouldn't be able to see what we're doing anyway. It wouldn't matter. Because we're just we're doing our thing over here, and getting all this abundance and living life and being peaceful. And it's like, why does it matter what you're doing? I've come to the acceptance. I've accepted the fact that my life is never going to be the same, and I'm just embracing it, and it scared me to death. And I'm just like, oh, it's out of my comfort zone. So fucking what, bro? That's what stops people. Like, oh, you got me out of my comfort zone. Good. Great. Is that a bad thing? It's like, you made me a little uncomfortable. Oh well. You can't grow unless you get uncomfortable. Growing pains, you know, that's why they call them growing pains. You have to get a little pain so you can actually grow. If you're always comfortable all the time, what are you going to do? Just walk through life all numb, disassociating from everything that's beautiful and that actually gives you this feeling of, I don't know how to explain it. This warmness that's inside you that's just like, yeah. I've wasted too many years of my life like that. I'm done with that life. That's over. I'm not walking through life numb anymore. I want to feel everything. It was scary at first. I was like, I don't want to feel everything. Oh, I'm an empath. I'm just, let me hide. Why? Why? Seriously, why? That just blows my mind now. I try not to think about it, but I don't want to live like, I'm going through Netflix last night, and I'm just like, I don't want to watch that. They're annoying, and Sometimes I watch things funny, like Marriage Boot Camp or whatever on Hulu, and that cracks me up. But it's just like, these people are so miserable with themselves, and why are they even together? It's like these two people are just together because they're just so codependent, toxic couples. Like, just why? You hate someone so much, but you're gonna stay with them for what reason? Just to continue this sick cycle of, I'm gonna yell at you and then yell at you, and we're just gonna hate each other, and I'm just gonna bring this stupid bullshit up that pissed me off 2 weeks ago just to hurt you. Great, buddy. That's gonna be an endless cycle, just constantly happening. Oh, you're never gonna get out of it. There's no amount of marriage counseling. Yeah, thank you, Remy. You're never gonna get out of it. There's no amount of marriage counseling that's gonna help people like that. They gotta help themselves, because it's not the couple. It's the person. It's how the person treats the other person. It's how they see themselves. So when it comes to two people that don't want to be together, or think they should stay together for, they've been together for so long, or their family loves me, or what would they think? Like, who cares? If you're growing apart, you're growing apart. Life is changing. Life is all about change. And if you're going to be with someone out of an obligation, I mean, sometimes you have to fill a karmic contract or whatever and go through the karmic cycle so you can get out of this. Because when bad things start happening, it's karma. Good things start happening, it's karma too. And don't see it as what's happening to me. It's happening for you. This is the timeline you've set for yourself. You're going through this life making decisions and setting your own path. You can blame all the people you want. That's just going to delay the process. That's going to delay the healing process. There's no point in blaming people, because whatever you've done is what you've done because you've made the decision to do what you're doing. No matter if there's external people convincing you or influencing you in a way, that happens. I've been there. I've been through many years of repaying my karma. I think my debt's been paid. Oh God, has my debt been paid? Yeah. I'm pretty karma free now. Or bad karma free. Most of it's good karma up until this point. Nobody, the ones who don't believe in that, it's so narrow mindset. It's a real thing. When bad things start happening, think, what? Why? How can I make this better? Or why is this happening? Or not even why. It doesn't even always matter why. Sometimes it's just like, this is happening, so how am I going to deal with it? How am I going to get past it? Or not even get past it. How am I going to use it? Yeah, use the experiences you get in life to make better experiences, so that you don't have the same cycles over and over. Think back to your life, the last few years. Have you been doing the same things over and over again, banging your head against the wall? The other day, I saw this random bug in my room, and I didn't know what it was. I've never seen this type of bug before. It's weird. But I heard this click, click, like this ticking, and I'm just like, yes, God? Or no, it wasn't even that. It was a bug on the ground, and I went down and looked at it. This bug was literally banging its head on the ground. Like banging its head on the ground. I'm like, oh, this is like all of society. Just banging their head against the wall, wishing for something different, but not doing anything to make it happen. Just, oh, woe is me, this world hates me. Yeah, because you hate yourself. Yeah, I said it. It's so clear to me now. It's like, I'm so prepared for all the berating I'm about to get, because I am strong enough now to handle it. I just laugh, and I'm like, I'm sorry you hate yourself. I mean, I know who I am. I'm going to continue doing the things I'm doing, and someone is going to maybe come up and say whatever they feel, and it's just like, I'm scared for my life, and you trigger me. Good, bitch. Good. I hope I do trigger you. That's not a bad thing. Stop putting yourself in these labels of good and bad, and I need to figure out what's happening. No, you don't. It will come to you naturally. So what's this sense of control? Everyone has a sense of control, like they just have to control the outcome, and that's literally the thing that prevents you. All the fear, all the things you're thinking, like, oh, what if they don't like me? Or what if it doesn't work out? That's the thought that prevents it from working out. When you're running a race and you start to think, I don't think I can do it, you will instantly feel your muscles just start to weaken. Yeah, Remy, I understand that. They will weaken, and then you will literally not be able to go on because you're telling yourself that you can't. And I know it's been said before, and people like to just, yeah, I know, but no, really, do you know? Like, do you really understand the power of the words you tell yourself? My life's about to change. And I don't even care who likes to give me your best shot. Seriously, hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best shot. It's fine. I encourage it because literally you're helping me. It's what you don't understand is the criticism is helping me. So I encourage you, please, bring it on, bring it on. I'm ready because I have my defenses up, and I don't, if I see all these good signs from the universe and then some random person that's tangible, let's say, I have an inner knowing, and all these things are telling me this one thing, but this one person over here is like, oh, that's not going to happen. Oh, I guess it isn't going to happen. Why would you listen to that? Think about it. Okay, you shouldn't listen to that one voice, because it's just like that one out of all these, and that's going to determine what your actual decision is, or the knowing, the inner knowing, the intuitive feeling that you know is real and it's actually more authentic. If you're able to read it, it doesn't seem so authentic. It doesn't seem so authentic at first, but after you learn to like trust it, and you start getting signs after you trust it, and it's just like, okay, I know, you know, and then that's when the devil is going to come in and try to deter you. This is normal. The devil will come in, the devil in the form of anything. It doesn't have to be a devil with pitchforks. Maybe it will. It can be anything. It can be like an addiction or a previous thing, or you'll see it, and it's very subtle for some people, and it will come in the form of many different things and try to like throw you off your path. And if you just let that happen, you're just going to be ping-ponged around, and it's going to be the devil's little play toy, and then you're just fun for the demons, and that was me for a while, and that's not going to be me anymore. Well, hello there, Remy. Remy, you're blocking my camera. Remy's! Okay, dogs. The animals flock. The animals is flocking. Oh my goodness. You guys live your life. Live your life the way you want. Stop worrying about what other people think, and I really mean stop worrying, as in making decisions based off of what your friends tell you to do. You don't have to go collaborate with them unless you really trust their opinion, but if a deep down knowing is telling you that that's not what you should be doing, maybe you should just kind of hurt their feelings a little bit and just kind of get over it, and just understand that not everyone's feelings have to be taken in consideration, because some people have taken things way too personally, and they just take things to heart that just are the bad things. You see, they'll pick out the bad things. Like, there's all these good things, but there's this one bad thing, and I'm going to tell you all these bad things that happen. Why are you doing that to yourself? Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. Yeah. I know, right? Here we go.